this a sight?
Spirit's breath.
Straight to it then.
It's you.
The hunt begins.
Not sure I'd ever see you again after. Well, you know. Some said you were dead. Part of me almost wished it. Easier than wondering where you went.
Spirit, guide us.
How to reckon with what you did.
You know why I did it. To save our people.
Aye. And saving you did.
Now or never.
Just wish it hadn't cost
There
you.
it goes.
Us. Everything. But what's done is done. Now's your chance to make it right. The spirit is near. Or at least, a form of it. Approach, and the hunt begins. Ready? Go on then. It's not like you to lose a trail. Still, even the best miss their mark sometimes. We'll get the next one, spirit willing. Heard folks saying Esmeri got taken prisoner around these parts. Few moons back. Figured I'd ask around. Never expected to find you. Least of all walking free. So I won't even ask how you managed that one. You're here. You're alive. And that's what matters. We always kept to ourselves. Never troubled the world. And it never troubled us. At least, not till our ancestors took in the Val. And folks still bicker over whether that were a mistake.
I've no love for the Val. But if not for their virtue gems, our village would be a smouldering ruin right now.
Aye, and you'd have died in Esmeri rather than an outcast.
You think that preferable?
Nay, just a statement of fact. But that were then. Now the spirit calls on us to look beyond our own. Who are we to ignore its will? Aye, keep your wits about you. You said stay at your business. Try and keep up. Don't lose sight of it.
Batten down the active!
Spirit, guide us.
Come on,
Put it down. Spirit still calls. Spirit still calls. Bring it down. Don't let up. I see you've still got the knack for this.
I see now. Power those forbidden gems give you. The spirit may be silent, but I'll thank you for all that's happened. It feels right hunting alongside you again. These wisps, follow them long enough. Maybe we'll come to understand why they're here. Or maybe we won't. Either way, we keep hunting. I've never known the spirit to manifest itself so openly. Heard tell of it, aye. But even in the stories, they weren't like this.
You think I don't know that?
I know you do. Just weren't sure you still cared.
Course I care. What do you think it means?
Well, that's what I aim to find out. In years past, the spirit sought out Rathen, led our hunters to it, so they could root it out.
That's no small task. Far greater than chasing wisps.
Aye, the spirit's no fool. It's drawn to the worst of them, the powerful ones. Might be worth your while to hunt such marks, if you're looking to redeem yourself. Here's your chance. Aye, watch yourself, traveller. Most wisps are small flickers of the spirit, drawn to Rathen like moths to flame. But some burn brighter and seek out only the strongest. You'll know them by their orange glow, bright as embers in the dark.
More dangerous prey, then. Fine by me.
Aye, they're not so easy to bring down, but I reckon you can handle yourself. Ain't my place to question the spirit. I follow where it leads. But right now, seems to me it's guiding us to rid the land of Rathen. Follow a wisp and you'll see. It lingers, almost like it's waiting on you. But best be careful. Wherever the spirit treads, Rathen stirs, fighting back, like a wounded beast that won't go down easy. Following them ain't as simple as just keeping pace. Chase a wisp, You'll find every beast it touches turns meaner, stronger, more ferocious than before.
Every beast? Even those it don't possess?
Aye, seems like the Rathen in them don't take kindly to the spirit's presence, like a fire raging hotter when the wind picks up. Regardless, the spirit always settles on one in particular. That's the real threat, but don't go ignoring the rest neither. Spirit...
Wind Fury! Mouth but bad energy about that. I should ask Finn what's what.
Wow, this is ominous. So, I was right to be worried. They're still making these damned altars, and this one's bigger. Something's wrong, hero. Something's definitely off. I thought I was imagining the whispers in the shadows at night up there. Thought I was just spooked by the cultists, but maybe not. Please, check in on the Enclave. I'm gonna get while the getting's good. Good luck, hero. But now, I'm gonna get while the getting's good.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, to the scoundrels and cowards hiding among the trees of the clanless Perch. As the loyal men of Ogham lay down their lives to protect those who support them, you hide. As the women of Ogham sweat and ache, skinning beasts upon which we feed, you hide. As the children of Ogham play at war, preparing to serve the greater needs of the people, you traitors hide. I will offer clemency only once. Return to the manor immediately and serve Ogham, as is your duty, and your punishment will be deferred.
Me. Nary an inch spared the flames. Pack's full. Una will thank me for this, no doubt.
You found my lute. I can't quite believe my eyes. This feels like having a small part of my family back again. I cannot thank you enough. I think I shall begin by composing a song about you. In the meantime, I would be happy to play for you, if you like.
Aye, these tired ears could use a tune or two.
This shade is a curious one. It is quite odd to have a blue-eyed shadow in the camp watching us, but things truly have been taking a turn for the better since you freed him. Some of the folk here consider his presence a sign of good luck, though I wonder if it is actually you that brings us these better fortunes. This one always makes me weep. It is good to see you, the Mad Emperor's song. Not a tale the Eternals would tell. Sorry, the song of the Exiles.
The village has been destroyed, and madness has already reached a boiling point in the minds of the Count's men. You must infiltrate the manor and put a stop to this by any means necessary. The fate that befell Ogham Village is only a single raindrop in the storm that is coming. Time is short. The boundless horrors of mishandled corruption cannot be conveyed simply through words. I only hope that you can find and contain the seed before it is too late. The Count accosted me and stole a very dangerous object. A seed that I have kept hidden from humanity. Somehow he knew that I possessed it. He cannot possibly know how dangerous it is. His attempts to harness its power will court disaster. We must hurry to the village. At the very least, those who are still sane may be convinced to aid in containing the seed. Corruption once had a purpose. Let us term it a disorganizer of what would otherwise be order. One consequence of this chaos is the warping of pathways, both through the woods and in the mind. A land so afflicted is never the same when trod upon a second time. Men afflicted by corruption know not where or when they are, only that they are in pain, and you appear as a horrible creature to their distorted senses. All children have imaginary friends. Most grow out of that phase. A rare few refuse to let go, creating real from unreal through sheer stubbornness. Gods born of man certainly exist, but did the gigantic red tiger named Farul actually run the plains of the primordial world? There is no way to know. Will the world end if she and her savage ilk return? The answer, I imagine, is up to those who would stand and fight on that day. Be glad that today is not that day, as far as I know.
The eye of the storm. Let's go the earth.
can't believe it. The whole bloody place has gone mad. Cursed cultists. Please, hero, find the other altars and dispose of them. Put an end to this. I'm gonna check around here for any sane survivors.
The wind howls! Summit tells me we've not seen the last of him.
So the cultists really did have a king lurking out there in the shadows. Shame. I might have followed him myself if he'd simply promised decent meals instead. Thank you, hero. It's not the result I was hoping for, but at least I know the truth. Clearfell's all I have left now. If I was a drinking man, it'd be a sobering thought. Later. Owner's house. Renly's house. They had real places to live. I was always so envious, but I guess they're like me now. Vagabonds. Vagrants. Well, it begs the question. Is this home now? You've caught me at a moment of sappiness, hero. My apologies.
Oh, that Finn's a bad influence. No daughter of mine will consort with such a type. We should have the village guards give him a good beating just to teach him a lesson.
Though I suppose nursing a grudge is foolish, given they're likely all dead now. Later.
How's the clearing? The girl's a shining light in a time of darkness. If it weren't for her music, I don't know what I'd do. Every time I listen to her songs, I know I have to try harder to defend this place. Any fear and excuses be damned.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, your whispering and conspiring has not gone unnoticed. I see your disloyalty. I hear your mockery. However, your plots against me all lay dead in their tracks. Every villager must report to the manor immediately for questioning. I alone will crush this revolt. Anyone who resists will not only be considered a criminal, but an avowed traitor.
Walk the road to redemption. Surely we can...
No escape. Not this time.
Great Wolf, take you bastard! You had your chance to kill me. Now it's my turn.
He killed Eamon. Just killed him. I don't know what to do. Clearfell is safe. We have to get out of here. We can talk there.
By decree of the Count of Ogham, all men must work a third shift and continue excavating until further notice. Any man caught resting will meet the executioner's axe or the gallows noose. decree of the Count of Ogham. Effective immediately, all crimes are now punishable by hanging until death. Hanged criminals will have their bodies thrown into the pit. Soldiers of Ogham, the outside threat grows ever stronger. Whispers of betrayal echo within my very halls. We can no longer tolerate any risk. Use lethal force against those you suspect of foul play. Speak carefully with your men. Ensure they are who they claim. Hang any suspects. Seek out resistance within the village and raze their homes to the ground. We must send a clear message. Leave no stone unturned.
For what it's worth, my name is Latus. I appreciate the rescue, but... Aemon, everything I know, it's all gone. It isn't worth much, but take this. Perhaps it will aid you against that monster. There is only one thing for certain. Count Geonor must die. He ordered the guard to round up everyone in the village, and when we resisted, they burned it to the ground. Enter the manor. Take our vengeance upon him. So, you know of it. I remember the night it all began. The Count and his men returned in the witching hour, carrying something hidden from sight. We didn't know what it was at the time, but we certainly learned soon. It was alive, and he needed to feed it. The changes came slowly. There were whispers of the downtrodden and clanless going missing. Nobody of consequence. The Count's men were simply cleaning up the ne'er-do-wells, those that contributed nothing. But then, the Count started changing the penalties for common crimes. 5 men were arrested after a simple scuffle over payment. A woman was arrested for adultery, like we were somehow living under the tyranny of the Eternals all over again. Charges became commonplace for almost anything. Living in the manor, my husband and I were somewhat protected, but we saw what was happening. All of these criminals were sentenced to hard labor, digging away beneath the manor until their strength was spent. When that happened, he hanged them and threw their bodies to that creature. I don't know what the Count is looking for beneath the manor. Perhaps he hopes for proof that his heritage is actually pure. Perhaps he's just gone well and truly mad. He's torn a massive hole right in the middle of the manor. A living testament to what he's done to our way of life. That place is a madhouse. Every day was spent threading a careful line. Question the Count, and you'd get arrested. Flatter him too much, and he'd grow paranoid and arrest you anyway. The Countess watched all of us with cold eyes. The nobles began to change. Strange proclivities emerged. They brought lone villagers into their rooms in the dead of night, never to be seen again. Eamon and I tried to flee, but they caught us. When she came to us from the Vastiri Desert, we nobles were just happy the Count had finally found a wife. If we had known what was to come, we never would have celebrated. From the moment she arrived, she spent her time whispering dreadful little barbs in his ear. He became rather agitated and started doubting himself, doubting his bloodline. He had a scholar repeatedly investigate whether the Eternals had dirtied his ancestry. When he found out that he might have had an unwelcome interloper in his family tree, he became fixated on proving himself, even though we all repeatedly assured him he already had our loyalty. He's been obsessed with gaining power ever since, and I think the Countess promised him a way to achieve it. It's all gone.
Never had any love for old Count Geonor. Give him a stab or two for me. I always make sure to avoid noblewomen like Latis. Her kind seem to think I'm insincere for reasons neither you nor I could ever comprehend, I'm sure. Still, I certainly heard about her, and I've heard what she said about the manor. I know lies, hero, and she isn't one. See you.
Greetings. If you intend to face the Count, I must warn you. An ancient, corrupting power has driven him to madness. There is no telling what you may find within the walls of the manor. Where the seed of corruption takes root, life bends itself into unnatural shapes, and the minds of men grow fevered. Though you may face horrors beyond comprehension, it is this seed that is the true danger at the heart of the manor.
Hello. Latis is from a prominent family in her clan, so I didn't know her well. But I did take hope from her actions. If a noblewoman could marry a commoner, then perhaps a commoner would be free to marry whoever she wants as well. It makes me think about the last conversation I ever had with my father. It was an argument. Though it tears at my heart, I choose to believe that deep down, he understood me. Be careful.
Find any crack. If you find a pint out there, do bring it back. Some men do not have to earn honor. Some are simply born with it by virtue of their status. Geonor is doubly a monster for giving away what others have sought their entire lives. He was born into the role rather than being chosen by the clan. And now, he has squandered that by serving himself above all others. I used to believe in him, but now I cannot even stand the thought of him.
Come on! Fingers crossed locked on his side. Wind's fury! That'll do nicely. There's the tyrant, in all his rotten glory.
Oriana knows. And I cannot deny that which I know deep down to be true. That fair-haired villager, an eternal descendant, she knew. At that moment when our eyes locked, we both knew. She clung to her children like I would end them then and there. She is of no risk now, but how many others must I fear? Is my blood truly impure? Oriana assures me we can right some of the wrongs of the past. She promises a way forward for Ogham. A way forward for the clans and the clanless alike. And a way forward for me. We must continue with our task. Don't suck.
I've heard enough of the beast to know feeding it's a fool's game. The wind howls! This interloper has the power we need. Everything
I'll remove your head myself!
Go on then! Come and get it!
First one's you'll pay with your life! Open the cage! Release the beast! Give me what you promised! You manipulative whore! How dare you! Of the more I've given you!
Your pulse quickens. The eternal endure. With bloodlust empowered. Our enemy endure. But soon all were devoured. In unending war. Death waited at the door. Then hour by hour, men fell as requiem on high. I smell your blood, and I am ravenous.
I need more time.
Allow me to clear your mind, if only for a moment.
The madness, it consumed my being. Oriana used it against me.
Where has she taken the beast?
I found messages from the desert.
From the Vastiri?
Yes. Find her. Kill her. But first, please, stop the madness.
As you wish. We must make haste. Let us return to Clearfell to make our preparations.
You've done well, stranger. No, you are no stranger now. You have become part of our song's story, and I shall sing it proudly. The darkness that crept upon our lands has been forced to flee. And I have a feeling you will pursue it to the end of the world. Good luck to you. This is home now. Our songs tell of times of renewal, when bloodshed, strife, and courage forge stronger bonds. That is how we will regard this era of Ogham, and how we will remember you in our songs. Be careful.
Count Geonor is dead. I never thought there'd come a day when such a statement brought relief. We can finally start rebuilding our poor, damaged Ogham. It's going to be a long and difficult struggle, but it's not nearly the first time we Ezamites have had to rise from the ashes. The thought of our village on fire. Oh, my heart feels heavy. We'll get back there someday. Reclaim our lands, rebuild, mark my words. Part of me is angry I wasn't there to defend the place, but I know I was needed by these good folks far more. I can't imagine what would have happened if they'd been out here, defenseless. The Count's name will not be remembered in our songs. Ha! Good riddance. Go well.
The clan leaders are all dead, but there's one man who remains with the leadership to carry on. Renly will take good care of us, as is his nature. We'll be just fine, hero. You can ride on out of here with your head held high. Seriously though, I hope you return someday. If only to guard my back. Later.
So, it is done. The Count is dead. Where once there was a fire in my heart, there is now nothing but ash. For enacting my vengeance, you have some measure of thanks from me. Now please, go. Do what you must, but leave me be. Thank you.
Yes? You have done us a great deed here, friend. Do not hesitate to ask me for assistance. Old Mortimer is still the steward, for what it's worth. If I can aid you, I shall.
I'll aid you as well if you need it. If I can.
Watch your step.
We must pursue Oriana. The seed of corruption has begun to grow. But there is still a chance that we can end this before it is too late. The fledgling beast is leaving corruption in its wake, so we have a trail to follow. When you are ready to part from this place, we can leave immediately.